Alright, Capricorn, Daddy Just the Alchemist here, and I'm here to pull some cards in terms of the new moon. So it is the last new moon of the year. It is a new moon in Sagittarius. It's a great time to kind of reflect on some of the things that we need to let go of here. And it is a good time for us to kind of look at some goals and manifestations, and more than anything, where we might need to grow during this lunar cycle. So we're going to go ahead and pull some cards for you for this new moon for Capricorn. Let's see what we have for Capricorn here. We've got the Three of Wands upright. So you might be preparing for something. Maybe some sort of expansion, maybe some sort of business. Looking forward to some sort of growth. It looks like there's going to be a lot of hard work in your future. So you're going to have to work. There's going to be some opportunities, possibly overseas. So there might be some travel, but definitely some investment here. And you're gonna have to have a lot more responsibility in this path. Gosh, I'm just dropping everything. Hi. And it looks like we got another card here, the Ace of Swords. All right. So it looks like you're in a period where you're having some clarity. You're having like lots of new ideas. Your mind is sharp. These new ideas might pertain to this this expansion or this enterprise that you're looking forward to, and you're gonna have to work really hard in order to have this happen for you. You're looking forward to success. So these cards are looking really good so far. As of right now, I'm getting lots of hard work and focus on like a business opportunity or an expansion of sort. What else do we have here? We've got the Hierophant in reverse. Okay, so it looks like this thing that you're going towards, it might be something that's kind of unorthodox. It might be something that most people would consider unconventional. I'm getting that this is kind of like the path less traveled kind of thing. It might have to do with, you know, some of your personal beliefs that might not coincide with most other beliefs, and that's okay. Let's see, what does this pertain to here, the Hierophant? Does this have to do... I'm really getting that this is like career. Like you're chasing something that, like a path for your career that doesn't necessarily fit the mold. Oh, gosh. All right, we've got 3 cards that popped up here. We've got the 7 of Wands upright, we've got the Judgment upright, and we've got the 5 of Swords reversed. Okay, so it's going to be kind of challenging for you to follow this path because of, you know, the fact that this is a path less traveled. So this might be a challenge that you encounter, you know, kind of trying to fight this stigma about this path. You're going to definitely face some judgment towards this. It seems like Judgment and 5 of Swords are tied, so there might be some sort of issue here. So it seems like maybe there's someone who seems to you might have an issue with someone here, because the Five of Swords is like a card of like a mental card of like strife with like resentment, changes, like instability. There seems to be someone might want to reconcile here. And the Judgment is telling me that there is a chance for forgiveness and redemption and reconcile. That might actually be what the challenge that you're having here is. The challenge that you're having here might be with this person who wants to reconcile, and you're trying to make a judgment call on this. We've got the Four of Pentacles upright. Let's see. You guys might be fighting about money, it seems. Clarify if this is an argument about money. I've got a card for yes, and it seems like it. Okay, so there seems to be a issue here with probably a partner, or maybe just someone within your family or community. There seems to be a lot of like indecision, maybe like a misalignment of values here. Probably having to do with money and scarcity. Maybe someone like overspent, or maybe there's just been some issues with fighting about this, where there is a chance to reconcile with this person. But this is causing some challenges in your... It's causing some challenges in your path to this success, in your path, your hard work. They might be someone who disagrees with the path that you're taking. Maybe there's a fear of... Okay, I'm getting the message that there is a fear of this path that you are taking, this other person in your life and or community, family, whatever. It doesn't have to be a partner. There is kind of like a fear in this decision that you're making, in this path that you are choosing. And there's almost like a disbelief where, you know, they're afraid it'll be something that might cause a lot of like financial struggle. It seems like there's like a misalignment here in what they want for you and what you want. And you're going to have to make a judgment call on this. And this might have been something that you guys fought about. And you're kind of in a place where you have to protect your own beliefs and like maintain your control over your situation and decide whether or not you want to forgive this person and keep them in your life. I've got the Hanged Man at the bottom of the deck upside down. So it seems like the issues that you're having with this other person that has the lack of belief in you, it is kind of causing a bit of a resistance. There's a fear that you might have to let go of this person in order to follow your path. I've got a Ten of Swords here. This might be the outcome. So it seems like there's a possible ending, either with this other person, like this relationship, or with your path to this success that you're looking for. Let's go ahead and clarify this Ten of Swords. Is the ending pertaining to the other person upright, or is it pertaining to this path that you're chasing? Upright, the other person, and we've got the Knight of Pentacles upright. Okay, so it seems like there might be an ending here due to your desire to continue to follow this path. There might be an ending because you'd like to continue to be productive. You've got like a routine going. You're wanting to continue to work hard towards this thing, and it's causing a lot of strife, and it might even cause an ending in this other situation. This person who has a lack of belief in you, it might even be that they are wanting more of your time. You know, they feel like misaligned with you, and they feel like this path that you're on just doesn't align with them. We've got the Fool upright, new beginnings. So this is going to bring opportunity to you, this ending. You know, it's going to bring about new beginnings. You know, you don't really know what the world holds for you, but it's going to be, you're very optimistic and you're trusting in the process. And, you know, even though you will be going through this loss with this other person, it's going to be something that still continues to propel you forward. And it's going to provide lots of new beginnings. What is the advice that we have for Capricorn here? Let's get some advice. Where do we need to focus or grow during this next lunar cycle? Oh, we've got 2 cards here. So 2 possible paths, it looks like. All right, we've got the Emperor upright, and we've got the 2 of Pentacles upright. So it looks like okay, these actually might go together. So it looks like you're going to need to work on your organizational skills, and you're going to need to work on balance. And it seems like there's definitely a lot of like power and discipline here involved in like this hard work and this organization skill that you need to work on in order to fulfill this opportunity that you're going towards. However, it seems like this relationship is still part of your priorities. So the advice is telling you to try to balance both. Maybe instead of putting all your energy towards this pursuit, absolutely put energy towards it. Definitely do not give up on that, regardless of what the other person is saying. However, maybe you can try to put more energy into your union with this other person. I've got the Tower upside down here. Personal transformation. So, you know, there might be a resistance to change. So this might have been a conversation that you've had with the other person about, you know, trying to balance out this union. And I feel like it's caused a lot of storminess in this relationship, like a lot of trouble, because you're very resistant to this balancing. Like, it's almost like you're power hungry, or I wouldn't necessarily say power hungry, but like you have this need for control and like this discipline towards where you want to head to, but you're needing to be more adaptable in order to make the relationship or the community union work, because otherwise Otherwise, it just won't. What is the outcome of you balancing both this union and this pursuit? What is the outcome of you trying to balance both? We've got the Knight of Cups upright. Okay, so it looks like if you're able to balance both, this might be something that brings you like inspiration. It might help fuel your creativity and your imagination. It might bring more beauty into your life, which might actually fuel your pursuit. It could even bring about a proposal or, you know, a stronger union, I would say, if it's not like a relationship. Let's get one more card, final card for Capricorn. Let's see what the focus should be here for this new moon. Gosh. All right. Okay, so it seems like there's two outcomes here. On one end, if you do not balance out this situation with your relationship or union, whatever, and your pursuit of this expansion or opportunity, it will lead you to isolation and withdrawal. It might even come to a point where you kind of lose your way and you might even give up on your pursuit altogether. But if you do continue to work on this and you continue to work on the balance between both things, it seems like it will bring you lots of pleasure and happiness with the sun up right here. It'll bring you success and a new beginning together with lots of warmth and joy, and it'll be a celebration for all of you. And so on one hand, if you leave the situation, there might be a separation that'll happen here, and it might require a reconciliation or you guys talking and working things through in order to bring you back together. I am getting that, you know, this other energy might not be as supportive, but that might be something that you can work through. Ultimately, I mean, if you separate and try to do it on your own, you will get pretty far, but it will eventually cause isolation and loneliness and a sense of withdrawal where you might just give up altogether. I feel like, oh, final card, Page of Cups. Okay. So there's lots of opportunity here. Okay, so it seems like there's two paths here, and it's really just your choice, because I'm getting like two messages here. I'm getting the chance of, if you work things out, it will be success, but at some point there will be a separation due to the misalignment. If you choose not to work things out, you will get pretty far, but you might end up withdrawing or isolating due to the loneliness and, you know, the separation from this other party. However, if that is the case and you do end up separating altogether and never getting back together, there is the potential opportunity for a new love, new dreams, and there is a recovery from the loss of all this hard work that you put in. So that is what I'm getting. This message is all over the place. Sorry about that. There does seem to be a lot of choices here for you, Capricorn. Where do we need to grow? Final message. Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so I think this is you need to grow in being more nurturing. So maybe you do need to nurture and pay more attention to this relationship while also continue working and continue your pursuit. So the message here is try to work on your balance, work on both, nurture both the union or relationship or community, as well as the work that you are pursuing. And that is your final message. That was kind of everywhere, but hope it resonated. We're going to go ahead and pull a fortune for you, Capricorn. Let's see what we've got here. This one. Happiness is a state of mind. Well, there you have it. I mean, I agree with that, honestly. Regardless of whichever path you choose, you can always choose to be happy. Choose to be grateful. Choose to accept all the things that you have in your life. And accept that you can always put yourself in a different place if you don't like where you're at. And your lucky message, or your lucky numbers, excuse me, are 30, 47, 29, 24, 18, and 11. Thank you so much, Capricorn. If you've made it to the end of this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up. Go ahead and comment if you feel like this resonated at all, if it pertains to your situation. Feel free to share it with a friend that you think might benefit from this reading. If it doesn't resonate, I do have some other readings on my channel, as well as some channeled messages if you'd like to go and give them a look. Thank you so much for being here. I love you so much, and I hope you have happy holidays and a happy new moon.